Hello folks, Heath Norris here, write-in candidate for Kansas governor. This will probably be the last hat message for a while. Not because I don't want to see you or talk to you, but because I'm out of hats. On a serious note, friends, we need to get our thinking caps on and at least study up. Being ignorant of politics is not a virtue. How many times in your life have you seen somebody bragging on something and they want to make it sound like a virtue or something to be proud of, but it's really a weakness or a character flaw kind of situation? Oh, I'm easy going. Well, translation, everybody just walks over me and I never stand up to them. Now, it's a very fine line in there, but in that little example, that's what I've been trying to get you guys to see. There's certain people out there that want to bring down our country. They want to bring down everything that's good. Why would someone want to do that? Well, that's a longer explanation. If you listen to some of my stuff, check some of the links on my webpage, maybe you can start to figure it out. There's little truth bullets that come from a truth gun. And some of you, Helen, wear bulletproof wristbands, just like Wonder Woman. Hey, you have a resentment problem. No, I don't. Hey, there's people looking to do our country harm. No, there's not. My life's too good. That can't be true. I can't see it be true, so it can't be true. You see that, guys? All right. There's just I should have made some notes, but I wanted to talk about, I encourage you guys to check out iCaucus. It's a national thing. I'm trying to get better informed. A gentleman locally here around Wichita tends to one of the iCaucus web pages. His name's Larry Halloran, and he does a lot of good work on iCaucus, Independence Caucus. And personally, I have tried to I have answered the vetting questions for the iCaucus folks. And I agree with almost every one of them. There's a few I'm not sure of. Well, unlike some people that'll give you a song and dance and try to bamboozle you with Bravo Sierra, I'm here to tell you there's some questions I'm still not sure on, okay? I know the iCaucus folks are very big on the fair tax, and I'm all for one blanket tax, one consumer consumption. You know, don't tax it here, there, and everywhere. One consumer tax. Now, I must admit, I definitely need to study some more on the fair tax, but my problem in there, I still can't quite wrap my mind around this prebate, rebate. Fundamentally, my gut reaction is I'm not in favor of the government handing me something. Hey, U.S. citizen, here's some money back. You know, I'm really not in favor of the whole Fed, the IRS. To me, it all has to go. I'm not in favor of income taxes, but you know, we do have to spend some money collectively on roads and military and those things that are set, what they call enumerated powers of the federal government, and those are granted to them, and they have walked all over them. And it's just like a guy in your house. You know, if a guy comes over and he just gets a beer before you offer it, you ought to just take that beer back. Because, you know, it's one thing if you've offered and, hey, help yourself. And I'll tell a guy, hey, help yourself. There's just one simple rule. Don't take my last one. I don't think that's unreasonable. But it doesn't matter what it is. You know, pretty soon you give some folks something and they start taking more. What are you trying to say? You give them an inch and they take a mile? Yeah, we've all lived that. Okay, but at some point you got to go, hold on, you've exceeded your inch. The trouble with in your house, you can't say that to your wife because she gives you sugar loving, doesn't she? Or your girlfriend. You can't tell her no when she's out of line because, oh, I don't want to hurt her feelings. Well, what you really don't want to do is hurt your feelings and get your sugar loving cut off. You need to be willing to stand up to all of that. The state, and thank you again, Larry, for all the good information on iCaucus. The state, every state in this union needs to stand up and go, you know what, federal government, we don't need your money. We don't need your manipulation, your obligation. And we're prepared to make a stand. Now, we need to do it legal, but we can't do it with anger and resentment. Because if you stand up to your wife or your girlfriend at home when she's being unreasonable, when she's nagging and complaining, that just gives your little ego an excuse to yell and scream at her. And now the fight's on. Next thing you know, Johnny Law comes and they're taking you away because she made you look like a fool. And the cops believed it. Suckers. Idiots. You've seen it. And it's ridiculous. The same thing that happens between you, your wife, your kids, your girlfriend, your husband. Your husband's either a bully, ladies, or he's a wimp, isn't he? Some of you won't even admit the truth either way. But that same crazy mentality exists coming up in our federal government. And it's coming through our state government. If I told you, well, I won't go down that road right now, but I'm just trying to get you guys to see not everybody out there is on the same page. And yeah, we all know this, but when somebody crazy comes up, it doesn't matter if it's a guy with a gun in a dark alley, give me your money. You can give him your money or not. That's your choices. Now, I understand if a guy's got a gun, well, I don't really want to get shot, so, well, I might give him my money, but I'm not going to say that until I'm right in the moment, because that I might see the fear in the guy's eyes. He might be desperate and I can talk him out of it. But if you're a bigger coward than he is, and he's already pulled the gun on you, well, you probably better give him your money. But I can tell you, I might, but only if it's the right thing to do right then, because I'm not in the habit of handing my money over just because somebody tells me to, federal government. You've got to give us your money so we can give it to all these people that don't deserve it. Well, friends, that was a quick time frame. But don't you see how we have to stand up to these people? And that's what the Tea Party movement's all about. But if we get carried away, friends, and lose our head, then we've lost. So we have to continue to stand up firmly and not get angry and emotional or crazy about it, because they're going to try to blame us and make us look the fool anyway. So we got to be cool, keep our cool. Anyway, Heath Norris, write-in candidate for Kansas governor. Keep searching for the truth, and God bless the United States of America.